Welcome back. Whenever you hear the word pensions, you think the picture that a lot of people have in their mind is old men and women lining up, and some even younger now, lining up to collect what they consider peanuts. But from saving to too little to spending too little, pensions and retirement are fraught with challenges, and pension experts have called on the government to provide more help. The different pension regimes operating in Nigeria, defined benefit and contributory pension schemes, give rise to varying sets of problems that limit the capacity of key stakeholders within the Nigerian pension industry to meet their pensioners' expectations. Now, the lack of consistency in state help and policy means pensions and retirement are more difficult to navigate than ever, and individuals can go their whole life without the need to engage in their savings and then be forced to make difficult decisions in retirement. Okay. Well, to help us look at all of this, we have Nduka Enweliku, who is a pensions consultant and a legal practitioner. Thank you for coming. Ivor Tako, Director, Center for Pension Rights Advocacy. Thank you. Adisa Olawale, Executive Member, League of Contributory Pension Retirees. He also retired as a Director in the Ministry of Solid Minerals. Thank you for coming. And from our Abuja studios, we have Abdul Razak Namdas, who's a spokesperson of the House of Representatives. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let me begin with you, Mr. Nweliku. The pension situation in the country, we have the DB, I'm trying to get that again, defined benefits, and the contributory pension, which is a newer one. But we also have a pensions commission that's supposed to be regulating all of this. How effective have they been in ensuring that these retirees, maybe I should have started with the retiree who's sitting there. Hold on, let me begin with you, Mr. Lawali. How has it been with you collecting your pension?
Oh, well, I retired in February last year, and as at now, I've not collected anything. None of us who retired in 2016 have collected a dime. Actually, the problem we are having actually begin with the waivers in charge of PENCOM. When I think in March, we picket finance. As soon as we were there with our placards, we've not spent 50 minutes. The lady who was in charge of PITAD, that is who's managing the defined benefit scheme, she just came in. When she came in, she said, what's the problem? And we told her, I said, no, that she's PITAD, she's with the defined something. But the one who's managing PENCOM doesn't care. The last time we went there, we were, trying to get what is actually happening. Because the thing when it started this in 2014, the idea is that by the time you retire, within 3 months you get your money. But this has been 12 months, 13 months. So we got together and said, listen, let's go to these people and find out what is happening. Because if we retire as a director, we are this pain, we are having these difficulties. Maybe I can imagine those who are level 6, 7, level 8, level. So, no, we have to do something. So we went. If you go to PENCOM, you can never enter. The woman, it is just meet the people at the gate. The girls, small, they just tell you what they want. Your person, yeah, it's not. You can't see anybody. So when we got that message, we said, no, we are going to disturb this woman. So we agreed to sit down there and create a scene. That was when the press people came, and then that was when she now came out. And she said she wanted the two people. She said, no, you're not talking to two. We are that. Some of us are your senior. You rose to the post of a assistant director before they made you an executive secretary. So there are people who are where you are assistant director, who are directors here. So you can't just, which of us you want to? So it was then she allowed us in, and then she explained to us. But the lady in PITAD,
so please, what did she explain? What was the reason why you didn't? What you want? You haven't been able to collect your money.
That Minister of Finance has not made any release. So what effort did you make? This woman in PITAD, she goes to finance every time. Each time you are in finance, she's always there fighting for her people. But this PENCOM, This the Pencom woman, you just sit down in the office. That is part of the reasons why we thought we feel we are having that problem.
Mrs. Tako,
yes.
Your pension rights advocacy,
yes,
it appears your advocacy hasn't been heard as it should.
Well, the issue when we talk of advocacy, it's not always about making noise. We've been writing, we've been getting in touch with government concerning what he has just said. What the issue is that the contributory pension scheme, when it started, there were accrued rights from those who were in service before the pension scheme took off in 2004. Accrued rights who were made into bonds. When a retiree retires, the accrued right is discounted and paid into the RSA by the government through the central bank, because there is a retirement bond with the central bank, and government is expected to fund that bond account with 5% whenever salaries are paid. What happened is, I think since 2014, October or so, government had not been able to fund the accrued rights. And the real benefits of retirees is in the accrued right. For somebody who had been in service and retired maybe after 35 years, and the scheme has just been 10 years, then 25 years is in the accrued rights. And if the accrued right is not funded, it's difficult to pay the pension. But I want to say here that we are happy that the president himself, being a pensioner, understands what pensioners are going, has now been able to approve the payment of 56 billion for the accrued rights. Like what he said, there are pensioners who had been and have not collected their money some 2 years, 1 year, because the accrued rights have not been paid. And without the accrued rights, the contributions are already in the retirement savings accounts of the various workers. So when they retire, their contribution is merged with the accrued right before retirees are paid. And the bulk of money, like I said, being in the accrued right, it is difficult to pay the pensioner without government paying the accrued right.
Okay. So now that you've heard their side of the story, why is it so difficult? The federal government has, the president has given approval now, but the question will be, how quickly can these pensioners collect their monies, their entitlement?
Well, thank you very much. With regards to what he talked about the pension commission not doing so much with regards to retirees, the challenge is this: every Nigerian thinks, once it has to do with pension, everything is under the pension commission. Just like the PITAD takes care of those that were there before the Pension Act, PRA, came into effect in 2004. So like the other day we heard the Minister of Finance saying, even at the House of Representatives, that they've not been able, the issue has been appropriation. In 2014, they needed like 60 billion, 30 billion was appropriated. 2015, 95 billion was needed, 60 billion was appropriated. 2016, 91 billion, 60 billion also was appropriated. But appropriating doesn't even mean these monies are being released. The other day, within the week, they talked about the government releasing 54 billion, approving 54 billion, but it's not even been cash backed. There's no cash backing yet. And how it happens is this: when the president approves, it goes to the Ministry of Finance, then to the CBN, because the CBN is supposed to pay into the retirement pension bond created by Section 39 of the PRA 2014. Then before the PENCOM will now create a schedule for all these payments to be made. No money goes to PENCOM, it goes straight to the pension fund custodians. So for retirees from 2016 till date, there's not been any cash backing
So even with that presidential approval and the news that the Ministry of Finance has released the money, there's no cash backing?
With regards to that presidential approval, what they've done so far, I think it is till 2015, to retirees 2015.
Okay.
But by the time these monies are released, I think they're going to start from January 2016. Okay. Those are retired from January 2016.
We would have to take a break. When we come back, we'll bring in Abdul Razak Namdas, tell us how the House of Representatives is going to help sort this matter out. We'll be back shortly. Don't go away.